Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku, and it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Imagine this. The best pasta sauce you have ever tasted sits abandoned on a plate. Wasted sauce. That is a tragedy. If only you had used Barilla al Bronzo pasta. Its bronze-cut texture holds your sauce and scoops up every last drop. The Italians call that scarpetta. Capture sauce the Italian way. Barilla al Bronzo. Click or tap the banner to find out more.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Episode 22, Part 2, The Vault of Vasinor. A soul is such a curious thing. Is it free or bound within? Is it who we are or what we do? Does it belong to gods or belong to you? Should it be taken or disconnected, destroyed or loved or perhaps neglected? What does it mean to hold such a precious thing, sent from above but felt within?
Yeah, nice.
Well, this is we just had a soul go.
Yeah.
So I figured...
No, that was very good.
That's what all... Yeah.
It was the sound effects that really got me.
I work hard on the sound effects. Yeah, that was... I don't know if you know that, but that was some wheat being dragged through a field.
I knew it was something in a field.
I think really long and hard about how to make these sounds happen, and every single sound is made by me. Remember that guy who sang songs like that? What was his name? The guy who did Don't Worry, Be Happy?
Don't worry.
That guy.
I know that.
About
Yeah.
what is that?
He made all the sounds himself by hitting himself and whatever. Not hitting himself, not violently. Not aggressively punching himself, but all the sounds in it.
Yeah, he was his own percussion instrument.
Right. And I think that's pretty impressive. He was a musical genius, except I don't know his name. Just like most of the geniuses in the world.
Bobby McFerrin.
Bobby.
Good old Bobby.
Yeah. Okay, welcome back to the episode 22, part 2, where the girls are trying to find out how they're going to survive the Vault of Vasinor. Joining me for this episode are...
Indy playing Freya.
Stacey playing Kaa'Riin, so I was spelling some wine. Go.
Lana playing Morrigan.
Strap in, people, the wine bottle is open.
We're back for the first time in a long time.
It has been a while.
It's been a hot second.
Let's do some shout-outs to people before we get straight back into the situation. Who are we going to shout out today, girls?
I'm going to shout out Murphy's Lawless. Great name. And
Excellent.
they changed their name or their Alexis voice to an Australian lady because they love our show so much. And I think this is just a path for us that we need to follow. It's just to record our voices, as we already do.
I want to be in GPS.
Yes! Imagine.
But with my actual sense of direction. Oh, shit, you should have turned left.
Yeah. Oh, you fucked that one up.
Shocking me. Sorry, my bad.
Which way's left?
Oh, fuck, no, I meant the other left. Sorry, no, right.
Is that pretty much all Australian voiceovers would be, though, for whatever thing we replace?
Yeah.
It's just a lot of swearing in between the otherwise useful words.
Yeah.
Who else we got?
Sorry, again, I'd taken a sip. This is terrible timing.
Not really timing so much as constant.
You're going to enjoy editing out all the...
The gulping and...
The people know what to expect when they listen to this show. Yeah. Okay, I'm shouting out the people who made our dreams come true.
Yes.
I said at the beginning of this that it was my dream for someone to dress up as us
Yes.
for a Comic-Con. And this actually doesn't look like a Comic-Con. It looks
Ren
like...
Fair, I think?
Well, it looks even better than a Comic-Con. Like, it looks like they are in the game, like the whole landscape looks like it's ye old.
They built Kaylee somewhere in...
It looks, oh my gosh, I don't even know what country it's in. It can't be.
I think it's Norway.
Oh,
It probably was.
If not,
I
why
feel
not?
like Norway is a great country.
I read a few things about Norway today and I liked all of them.
Yeah.
yeah.
It is
So-
a really good country.
I know, we might just pack things up.
Should we
We could
do a business trip?
We should. We'll put it on Cory's card.
Yes.
Excellent.
I mean, i.e. the business account.
Yeah.
But it was, sorry, actually I finished my shout out and it's Dana, Candace and Ari. Great name. That is a chosen name for my future child. who dressed up as us. So Dana dressed up as myself, I believe, from the pink hair. Candace dressed up as Freya. And Ari dressed up as Morrigan, and they have killed it. Like, it is, the attention to detail is phenomenal.
And
really, really good.
It does mean the world to us because we really didn't think anyone would ever do something like that for us. And so anybody else who does anything like that, yeah, you're going to get this level of attention from us. We're like, some more people dressed up as us. We love it. Love it. Or when I say us.
Well,
not
your
me.
concept.
Yeah.
They dressed as your concept. It was what is it? Proof of concept.
I'm just a floating bodiless character in the distance behind them. Yeah, got nothing. Who else we got?
I would like to shout out Laura Jane the Pain, one for the rhyme, but also two for the fact that they've just started listening to us and they're hooked and they're actually going to be playing their first D&D game. By the time I'm reading this, it was weeks and weeks ago. But the idea that we are inspiring people to start playing this game is awesome. My partner's actually super jealous that he doesn't have anyone to play with.
Just tell him to start his own podcast. How hard could it be?
Yeah, so easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you for listening, and I hope you had a great time playing D&D.
Well, girls, are you ready to play?
Hell yeah.
It's just 3 girls, a dragon, and a handful of dice. Some guys telling stories, I'm sure they'll be nice. There will be monsters, and magic, and fire and ice. But it's mostly 3 girls, a dragon, and dice.
We rejoin the girls in the Vault of Vasinor, and it's been a pretty big deal. Except that Indy just yawned. Seriously?
Sorry, I know.
It's a big deal.
She's had a big
People
day.
have been waiting. They're waiting to find out what just happened as you hold the gem in your hand and whether there's something in there or whether that spell has failed miserably.
I was playing my role, like the soul leaving me.
Oh, that was the gasp.
Yeah.
Right. Oh.
Not so much a yawn.
Wait. Oh, Gesundheit. That's what you had to do, wasn't it? If someone sneezed, it was their soul escaping. That's where bless you came from.
Oh, yes. No, I have heard that.
So if you just say bless
It's
you now, the soul
creepy.
goes back in.
It's like...
In our world,
Really
if you say
quick.
bless you, souls go back into people.
It's like when
creepy.
you spit and you have that line of spit and you get to that point and you can suck it back up.
I couldn't have thought of anything more accurate myself.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And
That
then
was
it's back in.
gross. That's a worse sound effect than any of the ones I could have come up with myself.
Don't worry, I've got this.
Oh man, you know what? Next week, Bobby McFerrin's going to have a song that comes out that's just full of slurping sounds.
Hot.
It is indeed Vinny in the gem.
We can
Gone.
tick
That's what
something
you can
off our
tell.
list.
You can tell.
It's gone, Vinny.
Finally. Fuck.
Thank God.
We've had him for 2 years.
Oh, I think that's the only quest you've completed. So the removal
Nah,
of
we
We
Vinny.
got to the library. Thank
Getting
you.
to the library. Getting to the library wasn't really the quest.
It was like a
Just
to-do
because
list.
you want to be a GPS.
I don't know.
You have reached your destination. Fuckwit.
I feel pretty accomplished.
Well, I'm proud of you all.
I think we ended the game right here. Like if something happened.
Yeah.
Like say, I don't know, I died in a horrible car accident.
Jesus.
I'm
Right.
just saying, go with me on this. If then we never record again, it feels polished. Like
People go, that's what mattered.
feels fine.
The rest of the story wasn't that important. It just became about Vinny.
Yeah.
There's no end.
We weren't saving the world or the giant snails. Just Vinny.
That's
That's actually off our to-do list. We sent the potion back to the giant snails.
But do we know
don't
that they?
know what
We
happened.
don't know what
Look,
happened.
I'm
It's the
checking that
only
off my
thing.
to-do list.
I would do a half tick, like a.
No one said we had to do a follow-up. They just said we had to send the potion.
I don't know about you, but I can hear a story starting.
Yeah, so can I, unfortunately.
That Smudge was brave was without question. But he was not strong, he was not wise, and he lacked the kind of luck that heroes often call upon. He had crawled through the dark tunnels beneath the orchestral sands, lit poorly by its diminished and almost silent lights. He had found his way to Freya's father to bring him news that his adventurous daughter was still alive. But so was Lord Caradril, and as a result, Jahan was still bound to the prison. He strolled by the underworld criminals that he had once feared, and revelled in the unease they now felt in his presence. They stayed among the shadows. He passed his old friend, or acquaintance, Chef Shamu, pausing long enough to consider an apology, but not long enough to make one. Back in the fortress, he found a strangely quiet community. Eyes shifted between each of the townsfolk. People spoke in whispers, and in the upper levels of the tower, the faint aroma of mint prevailed. But still, his luck held out. He found Thyne's wife alone in a room, a backpack laid out across the end of her bed. "I have the antidote," he said. "Then hurry," she replied. "I have waited long enough." And through the bag he scurried. Smudge sped by the children of the night, who looked content enough to enjoy the mysteries of Stacker's great collection, and barely noticed him. He pushed through the snail slime that separated them from the caverns of the heart of the mountain, the psychedelic reaction merging with the horrible reality. A room of vile spiders, a fading beam of the sun, valiant assassins hidden by feline masks, 2 almighty snails, and a terrifying creature he dared not look towards. And this is where his luck finally gave way. Within meters of his goal, potion in hand, Smudge slowed to a virtual stop and hovered, his feet reaching for the ground but not falling, frozen by those he was here to save.
I'm doing a happy dance, by the way. As I take out the notepad from my fanny pack and I tick off remove Vinny from Freya.
30-something episodes later.
Yeah.
God, that feels good, doesn't it?
So great.
I think we all purged Vinny today.
Yeah.
Now that you've taken down the force field from this section of books, and this thing's floating in the air, 7 of them seem to come loose from the bottom shelf.
Ooh.
That would be I think I said orange?
Orange, it turned violet.
So they're violet books that have fallen out, not orange ones.
Like flowers onto the ground.
And they just fall on the ground, and there's obviously a gap there that you could put them back into, or the clear gap where they came from.
Can we look at the titles of both sets? Maybe it spells something.
No, it doesn't seem to say anything specific with any of the letters. It doesn't say put books back here.
Looking for puzzles where there are no puzzles.
I should say that banging is starting to get louder and louder on the outside.
Should I get a book?
I hold out the bookmark and I'm like, I give it back to Freya because I feel really bad for yoinking it in the first place. And I'm like, here you go. I'm so sorry. Here you go.
That's my bookmark.
Yeah, you find some solutions now. I found a solution to your problem, to be fair.
You did. Okay.
So if you can find some solutions to some of mine, that'd be great.
Awesome. All right, little bookmark. Show me what I want.
So you just let it go straight away?
Yeah.
And it just goes straight to the pile of books that are on the ground.
Pick one.
It's having trouble. It's bouncing around them.
Okay, so then I'll just lay them out neatly, and then it will go to the one that I want.
Nope, can't figure it out. It's got trouble.
Okay.
It knows something about these books is important.
So I just pick a random one?
Yeah, sure.
You can look at the titles.
Have we got the titles there? Have you got the names?
I can give you the titles of them if you'd like.
That'd be great.
So these are the titles. One of them's called The Fall of Kaa'Riin. There's another one called Godsin. This one called Stolen Sword. Another called Earth's Demise. The Banishment of the Changelings.
Seems relevant.
Last Days of the Kalashtar.
Seems relevant.
Oh.
The Rise of 3 Heroes.
Feeling it.
It appears like the history section has fallen down.
I would be so fascinated, and I know it would be a total invasion of privacy, but I'd be so fascinated to read Godsin, because you reckon that's about the snails and how they got the kid and then the missing kid?
Yes, I do think that.
It'd be like reading a historical drama.
Yep, I do think that. I think that 100%.
But the history section has fallen down.
It just seems like those books in the bottom section happen to be history.
But the the Rise of 3 Heroes. I feel
my God, it's like we're in past tense.
Yes.
It's our autobiography. No, not auto.
Could be.
Biography.
Our biography. Thank you.
You didn't write it yourselves.
We did not, because we did.
They're famous.
Is Kaa'Riin the guy that's after us with the gauntlet, or is he the other guy?
Kaa'Riin was with the gauntlet, yeah. In fact, Kaa'Riin still has his gauntlet.
Right, so that's the guy we're wanting to kill, and if this is instructions on how to kill him, that'd be great.
You may remember that you've been to a place called Kaa'Riin's Fall, and there was a whole story about him.
Yep.
And Kaa'Riin's Rise.
I would like the Rise of 3 Heroes, please. Because I would like the answer books to all our problems.
You're like, I want to turn to page 75 and go, what happens
this is how
next?
they save the world.
And turn to the back and check the answers.
Yeah.
Right, well, this is not Spaceballs, the movie, so you won't get that. When you turn the pages open, they're blank.
Oh. Hasn't been written yet.
Because we have to write history.
So you sit down, grab a pen. All right, let's do this.
Is it one of those books where when you write in it, everything you write comes true?
Ooh. I hand my pen over to Freya and I'm like, just write like the knocking stops or something.
Okay. I want $60 million.
We drown in coins.
Oh my God.
The ink does not appear on the page.
Do I have to use a special type of pen?
Not
Have
that
you
I'm
tried
aware of.
using your blood? Okay.
There we go.
Always blood. No one goes,
Always
maybe
blood.
a blue pen.
I'll buy-
There's a no, straight to the blood.
Can I have my pen back?
Have you tried one of those metallic pens? No, it's blood.
No. Office Works in Kaylee just is a row of blood pens.
Are you going to try another
Well,
book?
maybe put it in your bag, that one.
Yeah, I like this one. I'm going to put it in the backpack.
She puts it over the back where the backpack should be and it falls straight back to the pile of books.
I'll open The Fall of Caa'Riin.
No words inside that one either.
Books are useless.
It seems unusual to you, though, that when you look back at the bookshelf, there is all the other books are on the same angle, but none of those fell out. Those books could have fallen out. Only these ones fell out.
So all of this stuff hasn't happened yet.
Oh, no, that's happened. I mean, stolen sword,
Yes,
It's
happened. Has all happened.
history section.
Keep harping on about that.
Well, things that have happened in history have happened.
That's important, and I just don't know how.
Ooh, go grab one of those glowy orby things and see if it's like invisible ink.
Oh, okay.
Hold one of those over it.
Oh, yeah, like UV light.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah,
reach
yeah.
up and grab one of them.
It's like UV light. There's all sorts of stuff on the walls that you do not want to think about, but the book itself has no words.
So I reach up and grab one of them,
Yep.
and then I open the Rise of Three Heroes, and then hover it over.
Yeah, no, still nothing there.
Okay, what if we have to put them in chronological order?
Good idea.
I like it.
I like that. All right, let's go first. God's Sin?
Yeah, I reckon, because like that was pretty early
Yeah,
on
that was
in
the
their
beginning.
history, right?
Yeah.
And then
Last Days of the Kalastari would be
they're 400
400 years, so that's quite old.
But was he murdering them to rise his mum? And isn't his mum a mountain?
Yes.
So would that come first? Earth's demise?
Earth's
Is that the
demise.
death of his mum?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So God's sin, Earth's demise, then Kalastari?
yep.
And then is that when he fails? Like the fall of Caa'Riin?
Yeah, and then the banishment of...
You guys? Because that happens after her people, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fall of Caa'Riin, 4. 5, banishment.
Yeah.
And then you steal the sword before we become heroes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so 6 and then 7.
7.
As you put these books back in the correct order, well done, ladies. You actually do know the history that you have partially lived. As you put them
You're
back
so clever.
in the correct order, the bookmark now flies straight to one of them, and it is the God's Sin book.
Oh, yes!
Nice.
I'm really curious about this history.
What would you like to do?
Open it.
Listen to the audio. Play that tune.
Wait for the
That's a
movie to come
little bit
out.
more. There's a little bit more meta than we normally do.
Read it.
Okay, so you pick it up, and this time there are words.
Yay.
You all hear this.
Hi, I'm Tennille, and I play the book God's Sin by Alistair Emery.
Chapter 18 The Punishment of One. In Ashte, the god of all things, watched as the death god writhed. There is too much darkness in you, they said.
To command the dead, to call upon those whose time has ended.
You must be more than an embodiment of anger.
You must be more than
Fury, more than this.
More than this.
Hate you have become.
But the death god remained silent, simmering. For time immemorial, it had overseen the life essence of this universe, watching as each being felt its last moment, perplexed by joys and pains, a heavy responsibility, a gradual destruction. Blamed as it was for each demise, the death god saw no reprieve. Bitterness followed, animosity grew, and apathy fostered contempt. The inferno of the underworlds was not born from the hands of the great god, but the one they had neglected, left alone, left to try and understand. Now, the gates of the abyss bound a legion of souls withheld from their return to the great flow of life.
I am sorry, old friend. I gave you a gift without explanation. Death is far more than love. It is where
existence begins.
Now, you must learn what it is to feel loss. You must see what those who experience devastation
see.
You must become their equal to appreciate the enormity of your duties. You will learn of love first. But this cannot be done while your hate
remains.
And so, the God of all things did what such gods do. It created something unknown, something possibly ill-conceived, and certainly something of great consequence. The death god Belloc was torn in two. Hate and love. Love and hate. And both fell to Kaa'Riin.
Oh my God! Fucking nice. Did not see that coming. So the death god, Belloc / Belosh,
Fell to earth.
Well, that explains why they've got two names now.
Right. So that was a death god they gave this the name of, who apparently is two death gods.
Love and hate.
Okay, so the death god is like the leader of the underworld or the afterlife or something like that.
Yeah. So anybody on Kaa'Riin that dies, their souls would normally go to where Belloc is. But Belloc's become very troubled by that and disillusioned because Belloc cops all the hate for that when souls go to there. And Belloc doesn't have any control over that. That's just you were given power over the undead.
And it also seems to be working full-time all of the time.
Yes, doing long shifts.
Yeah, no wonder.
Because my notes literally say that became resentful from working too hard. Too many hours.
Kind of, but also just taking...
Oh, is that what it said? Okay, I misinterpreted it because I didn't understand.
I don't think it was from working too many hours, but just in general, for a life, an underappreciated life of always controlling the dead, who must be very angry they can't just go back at a whim.
Yes.
And Belloc has shut the doors to this underworld, and no one can come back. You die now, you stay dead.
Oh,
the souls are trapped.
That's
hence the gems.
I'm sure the gems are part of it. Yeah.
Right. So this god has fallen to Kaa'Riin.
Somewhere, yes.
And in order to learn to empathize with humans, which I feel like would just make the job more difficult, and then has, fallen in love, but that love has turned to hatred? Or did they separate beforehand?
Was sent to learn of love.
Sent to learn of love.
Because their hatred was becoming too strong. But in order to do that, Innerstay has had to split them so that there is enough love left. That means the hate is out there somewhere too.
Pure hatred.
Pure hate.
Unadulterated hate.
Yeah. And a character that is out there trying to find what love truly means.
I'm so glad that in the several times I've almost died, I have not said that name.
No.
Because I don't think I'd want to be in debt to
Oh my God, Indy, you are
one.
quiet over there.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I've got hate in me.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
No, but you will take. Oh, you are lucky when I roll sometimes. You do double over in pain and everyone else sees you as you take 4 points of damage. Again.
Oh, did I fuck up the spell?
No, it's fine. It's got hiccups bad.
It's just like cramps or something. You went hiccups.
Indigestion.
Really bad hiccups. Yeah.
I mean, it's been weeks since you've eaten. I don't think we've ever discussed a meal, but okay, ladies. That's something new.
Interesting.
I pull out some Advil and offer it.
It's okay.
We don't even.
You're in a lot of pain.
We don't have any other gems, do we?
Empty ones?
Yeah.
No. Why?
Oh no, I was just wondering.
I mean, I'm sure if we come across people that...
Oh, sorry, Freya. Take another 8 points of damage.
Damn it, stop asking questions.
Morrigan, you also noticed something. The book you're holding suddenly feels lighter. So something has left it.
Leaf through it.
And the pages are now blank.
What happened to my book? Freya, what did you do to my book?
This is Freya's fault straight away. Freya!
Freya, she loves stealing things.
Dog-earing books, apparently.
I've got hiccups.
Okay, I'm not happy about this. Freya's not giving me answers. I'm going to roll, can I roll like an Arcana check? It's magical, right?
Yeah, okay, give me an Arcana check.
And you'll tell me what happened to my book?
It depends on your Arcana check.
It is a 14 plus 5.
That's pretty good Arcana.
Okay, fine. You would know that this is a book that's called a burn book.
I've heard of those.
A burn book requires you to burn a page in order to see another.
Oh.
And around the edge of this book, the pages are all singed as if people have done that in the past.
Oh.
To read a page, you have to burn another page. And suddenly the words, you can see the words are there. They're very faint. You can't read them, but you know that if you burnt a page, you'd be able to read
Are
another
they all
page.
blank so I don't know what page I'm burning?
That's right.
But I'm assuming I still had it open to the page I just read?
Yes.
So could I just burn the page I just read then?
If you want to.
Burn it, burn it.
Or randomly pick another page. It could be of value. Or it could be the could be the index. Could be that little blank page they sometimes do to make books fit.
I want to take the one I've just read. Can I tear it out first and burn it so I don't burn the other pages?
Yes, you can.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so I'm going to... Oh, this is like sacrilegious. I'm going to tear out the page, and I cringe at this, and I'm going to just hold up a little flame above one finger as a tear rolls down my face and I burn this page.
I love that I've written a way into this story that eventually made you burn a book.
It's for the greater good.
The page burns in front of you and vanishes. It is gone. Pages have two sides. So obviously there was a spell you may have lost and one that you would hopefully have apparently memorized.
I definitely wrote it down. It's in the fanny pack. It's fine.
With your blood pen.
No, I took my pen back. I don't know how she wrote with I think she just pricked her finger.
Okay. But yes, another page lights up straight away and begins to speak.
Oh, lovely.
Hi, I'm Gregory Larson, and I play the words from the Book of 3 Times.
You wish now to revise your quest. The weight grows heavy upon your chest. Dangling gems sleep on cursed breast. Time guilt's won to at last confess. The gods, again, will hear request. A reminder here you must digest before such hopes can be assessed. The seraphim must be impressed. O force beyond, an angel sung, upend the words of unwise tongue. I pray a godly gift bestowed, return lost soul to fresh abode. As payment for this boon I yield, and offer self instead as shield.
Oh!
Know this. As favor you address, the gods are doomed to seed unrest. They play, they clash in their contest, born less of light than of darkness. So, guardian of divinity, do courage you possess to follow blind and without query the whim of one god's baffled guess, to bow before their foolish pride, to kneel and acquiesce, and risk your soul to waste it all to be a withered god's fool mistress.
I mean, if the god is going to set their mistress up in like a swank house, sure. Okay, so here is what I have understood from that. This seems to be the one that I'm looking for, which is to reverse the whole soul and gem. But there seems to be a lot of catches.
Yeah, like a lot of consequences to that action.
It's a sacrifice.
Well, I've got to impress a seraphim. But here is where I'm a little sketch. So it mentioned like putting the soul in a fresh abode, so like a fresh body, and sacrificing by making myself the shield. And that can mean one of two things. Either our lives are tied and they get a fresh, fun new body, or I can raise them but only be able to share my body with them.
Ew.
Oh, very interesting, yeah.
Which wouldn't be super fun. Can you imagine having your like parent inside of your brain all of the time?
Don't like it.
It may not be like that. It could be, I mean, and sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. I may be making stuff up. You may be giving me ideas. But it could also be that that if damage happens to them, it happens to you instead. It's a shield.
Self-shield.
Yeah.
Okay, because my first thought was being tied together in terms of not physically, but like damage-wise.
Yeah, that could be it.
But yeah, my second thought was like that abode. You are their abode. And then it also feels like you're making a deal with the devil because it's mentioned being the whim of a god's guest and a withered god's mistress. Which once again, if they're going to set me up with a fancy abode,
I am willing to sell my soul. for good houses.
Oh, in this market?
For good real estate, yeah.
One soul, that's pretty cheap. And I'm also now wondering whether I even need to find like my mother's corpse or whether I can just like poo when she has a body.
If you have a soul, it appears that you can put it in a body, a soulless body. You wouldn't want to stack them up as another hair falls from Freya's head.
I was really hoping that would start to recover after we got rid of Indy. Okay, cool. I have a plan. It's a creepy plan, but I've got a plan. Let's move on. Okay.
I have a creepy plan, but I don't want to tell anybody what it is. That's how all creepy plans go. That's how all creepy plans go. Yeah. The glowing plans. What else would you like to do, everyone?
I'm too scared to say anything.
Did I ever get a book? Did I ever get to read one of my books?
You haven't touched the bookmark.
Yeah, I'm going to go. That's all good and well, ladies. We have learnt a lot today. But let's not forget why we're here.
Me.
There's a lot of reasons. We're here because we need the works of Alasaway.
Oh, red
leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
Perfect. Yes.
Yes, but I don't know where it is.
There was a red row.
There was a red row.
Yeah.
But it was entirely red, not red and yellow.
Well.
Oh, I mean.
I did say there were red shelves on every single face.
Yeah,
fine.
Share.
But that's okay. We can cut time out.
Bookmark. Give her the bookmark.
Ah, here we go. Here's a bookmark.
Good sharing, Speedy. Okay.
She struggles to give it
So
to
I'm like-
you. Force them backwards and forwards a few times.
I'm like, I tug it out of her hand. I'm like, thank you.
Like a dog with a ball at the
Did
beach.
great, sweetie.
Drop it.
Real character
Drop
development.
I give her hand a little smack. I'm like, no.
What have you got in your mouth?
The bookmark's now in her mouth. And I hold it up dramatically and I say, is it the work of Alasaway?
Sure.
The lost work of Alasaway?
Yeah, you can say that.
To the lost work of Alasaway, and I throw it up in the air.
And it flies straight to that bookshelf. And again, it seems to be hitting on a force field, stopping it from being able to get through. And even though you can get to some of the books, each time you find a book, it just seems to reset the force field.
Oh, so we need to
Okay. Do we need to unlock this thing again?
I would say so. Can everyone give me a perception check, not an perception check? That would be grammatically incorrect and horrible.
Oh, shit.
Was it a crotch roll?
Nah.
16 plus 2, 18.
Okay, Freya definitely sees something happening around the corners of the room. How'd everyone else go?
12 plus 3.
I accidentally closed my eyes. I rolled a 6 plus 0.
Okay, so strangely, the person who understands magic doesn't get to see this bit of magic.
I mean, I'd love to roll Arcana instead of...
Well, you would have had to see it first, but the tops of these walls have like a sandstone, I think it's called a fascia, a sandstone, something like that. It's like an edge. And you'll notice that now there are words, the words that we saw in the shadows that were flying around the walls before, moving up to those pieces of sandstone and are now engraving or etching themselves like they're being chiseled into the sandstone. And there are 7 walls around this, just like the shape of the bookcase in the middle of the room. Now they're becoming more and more clear, and it says, Coloured Crescent. That's the first one that gets written, Coloured Crescent. And each one of these lines now forms another one of these panels. Some say light falls on treasured ground. Some say it follows gloom. We say it shines where love is found, and where life's wisdom blooms.
Oh, the light is finally doing something.
Yeah, the light, all the reflections and shadows just did that, and they wrote those words.
Sweet. And they're going to point to something.
And that's all they wrote that. They've told you what to do.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
Yeah, so the light should be now putting, X marks the spot, yeah?
Nope, definitely not doing that. There's no change to the lights apart from the fact that the shadows went somewhere else.
Do we get part of the...
That's the entire thing. It says that all the way around. Some say light falls on treasured ground.
Light falls on treasured ground.
Or where love is found.
Treasured ground and gloom.
And light.
The lighthouse.
I think within the space we're in.
We're in a lighthouse all along.
My brain went, okay, gloom, let's go symbolism and look at the blue shelf.
And yet you don't know about this. They haven't invited you to talk about it yet.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what Indy was doing.
No.
Hey, Alana.
Morrigan.
Mom.
Oh, God.
Mom, there's a hard puzzle.
Hey, Morrigan.
Yes, I look over and finally open my eyes.
It was a long blink.
I just quickly read this. The light falls on treasured ground. What do you think it means?
I know that she said that. You can now see the words around the room.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
You can do an Arcana check even if you want.
I would love to. I would love to do an Arcana check. It's not much help. 7 + 5.
Yeah, it's magic. You can tell that the words definitely weren't there before and are there now.
I'm like, wow, they're doing things. Okay, light falls on treasure.
Have we got any like beaming light down in one spot?
Wait, what about that attractive beam light?
When you shut the door, that stopped.
But what you're suggesting that
lightning.
below that is treasure?
Yes, below that something. Can that light do something?
So you want to open the door and jump?
No, I don't.
Quickly just check to see if that guy's still there. You can still hear banging.
Okay.
And it is getting louder.
All right, I've had enough of this. I'm trying to concentrate on a puzzle and this guy is really distracting me. So I'm going to use my ability stealer.
He hasn't done anything you can see.
Well, I can hear his annoying ass bullshit. Can I take that skill?
You clearly can be more annoying.
Extremely annoying.
You can be more annoying.
Didn't he hit her with a thunderclap?
You've seen that before. Yeah, you could steal a thunderclap.
Nah,
and you've seen the lightning strike as well that he does, but you have already got core lightning.
Yeah, nah. What else can you do? What's the thunderclap do?
That was the one that made you deaf.
Oh, I don't
and
care
threw
about
you
that.
across the room. And,
oh no, temporary deafness.
And also affected a whole bunch of other people.
That was a wide-reaching spell.
Okay.
Again, I want to try and grab one of the light globes and aim it at the bookcase.
Give me a perception check.
You just enjoy watching me fail. 8.
Plus your perception.
Again, my eyes are closed. It's +0.
Look, it's not too hard to notice that, as I think I said to you before, that each of the shelves are a particular colour. Like they're locked in blocks of colour. So there's the top row has a red, the second row has a red, the top row would have an orange somewhere, and the second row and third row and so forth. So there's lots of different colours in each different section.
And the words that we saw in the thing were treasure, love, and gloom?
Treasure, love, gloom, shines.
Shines.
Light.
Okay, because yes, I got the light bit. But I'm okay, so the love, I think of red or pink, just because we got this coloured bookcase thing. And then gloom would be blue, unless there's any black books. What order were they in the thing?
Red was at the top, orange was at the bottom.
Violet was at the bottom.
At the top, orange, yellow, like an inverted flame, I think I said that.
Yeah.
Then there is yellow, blue, indigo, otherwise known as blurple. And the last colour at the moment is now violet.
Right, okay, so we've got love at the top, we've got gloom at the bottom, and treasure in the middle, the yellow. And it's bright and light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're looking for a yellow and red book. So it's on shelf 3 or 4. I grab one of the globy things and I light up shelf 3 and 4.
It makes no difference whatsoever.
I reach forward for a book in 3 and 4.
You still hit your fingers on the force field.
Well, okay. So, light falls on treasure on the ground, and some say it follows gloom.
What about, gloom could be a storm?
Oh, a metaphorical thing.
Yeah?
Like the hope that comes after a storm.
Yeah.
Treasure, like leprechauns.
Like gold. Like the rainbow after the storm. So maybe the bookshelf is the rainbow.
The rainbow. Well, we've got red, orange, yellow. And then Cory just messed up the rest of the rainbow. So
it literally has all the colours of the rainbow.
We turn the 4 to a green.
Indigo is a giveaway because no one ever uses the word indigo.
I believe it's called blurple.
Okay, so we move shelf 4 to make it green. And then it's in a rainbow? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
It is indeed in a rainbow.
Okay, we move number 4 to green. And then it looks like my shelves at home.
This time, Kaa'Riin, the bookmark that you most recently touched, does fly to a book. It's red with yellow
damn straight
leather, as I said, slowly and carefully.
Good job.
And a book falls directly to your hands, eager to be read.
Yay! I'm going to write myself a little card.
Now, as you are trying to read this book, you notice that the vault below you is creaking open. So you can listen as long as you want to the different parts of the book as you flick through it quickly, trying to find a message.
Can we take the book?
Can we just take it with us?
Sure. I don't want to listen to it.
No, I mean you put a timer on this kind of.
What I'm saying is, as we listen, there is a consequence for listening all the way to the end.
Oh.
All right. You can say stop whenever you want to, or you can listen to all of it.
Can we listen to it later?
Yeah, of course you can, but I'm saying right now if you want to listen to any of it.
No, listen to it later.
Because we're also risking getting it damaged if we stop to read it.
Pack it up.
Pack it up. I've got my macrame bag.
Yeah, it's
that
going
I've been
in.
making, and there you go.
All right.
So I know you've missed your backpack.
Thank you.
Wow.
He's killed 2 people. Potentially 3. I don't know what happened to Nardi.
Dawners floated beneath the vault as the Lord of Lightning feigned another attempt to break inside. All right, that's enough, said the Child of Gods. We'll go in the other way. Now, I know that you think you have hidden yourself well, tiny as you are, but I can assure you, very little remains beyond my sight. He turned his head towards a crevice between 2 bookshelves and waited for the dwarf to move from the dark. Venati's brow furrowed. He held his axe tightly as he stepped forward, but as he prepared to speak, he was interrupted. Yes, excellent, the dwarf, said Dornus. Now, what about the other one? And again he turned his head, this time to a bookcase leaning against the inner ledge, its fall broken on a precarious angle, forming helpful shadows beneath. Come forward then. Let's not prolong the inevitable, said Dornus, as the Lord of Lightning let energy crackle from beyond its reach. Now, I really only need one of you, he said. One soul to open this door. Something I do wish I had known before. So, which one of you shall it be?
This podcast is supported by Progressive, a leader in RV insurance. RVs are for sharing adventures with family, friends, and even your pets. So if you bring your cats and dogs along for the ride, you'll want Progressive RV insurance. They protect your cats and dogs like family by offering up to $1,000 in optional coverage for vet bills in case of an RV accident, making it a great companion for the responsible pet owner who loves to travel. See Progressive's other benefits and more when you quote RV insurance at Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Pet injury is an additional coverage and subject to policy terms.
You do notice that the vault door now is opening, and beneath it you see the man that was there before is no longer there. Okay, he is now a complete storm. It's just colours and electricity. And beneath that you also see someone else.
Nardi?
Quite a long, tall man.
Oh.
This very tall man is standing beneath the storm that's happening. He seems to be completely untroubled by it. He is a very long-looking man, very long-faced, bald, elaborate cloak that he's wearing, and there are streaks of power just surging around him. He looks like he is barely constraining himself. He looks directly at all of you and says, "Well, we meet again." And he just nods. Now you feel the wind building in this little vault space, and you're reminded that the spirit of wind is still in here. The wind moves with a purpose, violently flinging you all about, reaching and wrenching, and trying to pull those books from your hands. Everyone, could you just tell me what you've done with the books? The ones you've just grabbed. Where are they?
I put it in my pocket for later.
Pocket-sized book? Or a really big pocket?
It's a really big pocket. But actually, it sounds like an apron pocket on the front of my skirt.
You know that's canon. You know that's canon. This is what happens now from now
you got
on.
an apron, they got the giant pockets at the front. Yeah. It's just like that, but in my lovely skirt.
Got all this armour, but also a little...
but also an armour pocket. And that's where it is.
How big are these books? How big are these books?
I'd say they're almost folio size. They're big.
Oh, okay.
They need to go in like a serious pouch.
No, I got one.
Yeah.
We're lucky we're from Australia.
We've all got kanga pouches.
Yeah, we'll just whip our pet kangaroos out and we can put them in the pouches.
So what are you doing with your books that don't involve kangaroos?
No, I'm just tying the book up and then strapping it to my back. It's all I'm saying.
Okay, you can try and do that. See if that worked in a second. Okay. You'll be doing a strength check. Kaa'Riin, you will be doing... yeah, I know. Well, it's going to be see how well you can hold on to that. Kaa'Riin, you will be doing a dexterity check to see if you can keep it from flying out of that pocket in a second. Indy, where was yours again, other than the kangaroo?
Well, when I let a kangaroo, I'm probably going to speed read it, and then I can just put it back on the shelf. And then all the knowledge will be in my head.
Okay, you can speed read and see if anything stands out for later. We'll see. But otherwise, you're not even rolling. It's gone. Kaa'Riin and Morrigan.
Right, dexterity.
Strength check and a dexterity
Can
check.
I just say, it wasn't until very recently I realised that the saving throws and then the checks for like charisma and stuff are different numbers.
They are.
Yeah.
And I have been shortchanging myself for
Probably.
a long time.
And I think sometimes I've been letting you do that.
Yeah, it's fine.
3 + 1, 4.
Okay. And Morrigan?
I have a -1 strength, which doesn't matter because I rolled a 4. So it's 3, and that's really low anyway.
Ladies, you see all 3 of the books that you saw and a few other things flying out of the chamber. They land very close to the man, the tall man who stands down there with his elaborate robe. He turns and steps over the side into the library's central hollow, and he swiftly starts to float down. The last whispers of the spirit of the wind leave. They leave the chamber, and you can see and hear the face of the Lord of Lightning. It's a combination of electrical lines that draw like the contours and creases of his face, and his lips and his facial features all done out of lightning, or little streaks of energy.
That is cool.
He has hands of lightning that grasp the side of both sides of the vault, and he is holding himself there as the vault starts to close. You can see a rather cruel smile forming across his face in streaks of blue and white. What would you like to do?
Oh, we're going to be locked in? Do we want to be locked in?
When doors close.
A window opens. Okay, this is fine. We've got this.
I did not think that was canon for our world either. When one door closes, another one opens.
Are we just going to let ourselves be locked in without our book and just hide from Lightning Dude, or are we going out there to fight?
Personally, I would.
Fight? Hide?
No, I'll hide.
Kaa'Riin has changed. Kaa'Riin at the start was like, whatever it is, I'll kill it. Now she's like, I've seen a lot. I've seen some shit.
I've seen some shit now. Before I was only like 1 day old. I had lost my memory. I didn't know I was.
I just knew I was angry.
I had some gusto, but now I'm like, nah.
Time does not heal all wounds.
I could, if he's made of lightning, could I steal him as lightning?
Hasn't cast anything yet. You can steal anything.
Good. But he is lightning, and can't I take control of lightning?
No, you can't. You can steal with your lure. You can steal spells that people cast.
But don't I have that storm thing that
she has storm where she can take control of a storm.
He is not a storm.
He is a storm.
He is a storm.
He is an entity first.
You did say he was a storm.
It's one of the 3 storms. That's just their name. It's their label.
Oh, so I can take them collectively.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah. All right.
So in Australia, when we do comedy, we don't do yes and, we do yeah, nah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
you have one turn before that vault shuts. He's just going to wait. You can see through him.
Can we roll perception? What's through him?
You don't even need to roll it. You can see through him. So it's just Dornus leaving down through the chamber.
Dornus?
Floating.
Yeah, what?
Calmly. Easily escaping.
How do we know it's Dornus?
Well, you would have seen him before on the beach way back when.
With like the lighthouse killing the golem?
No, way back on the other side of the beach. When
we're in cages?
When you're in cages.
Oh. When we got Freya from a cage?
Yes.
When I got Freya from a cage?
Yeah.
Before we lost our memories.
Well, you'd already lost your memories by then, but as you were leaving, you saw him.
Is he the dude that attacked Harkon?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that tracks.
God dude, right?
Demigod.
Like Hercules, we've discussed this.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure, but...
I really vote we don't fight a god. Demigod.
Okay.
Which parent stepped out?
I've never explained why he's a demigod. He's just not.
Okay.
He's not a fully fledged god.
Yeah, because I thought it. Anyway.
I thought the mountain and the sky made love or something like that, and had a birth child, love child.
Just a child, really.
A love
I think they
child.
just call them children when they're born. A birth baby.
Why are we labeling like that?
But yes, he is definitely getting away. What would you like to do?
When you say away, what's the range?
What do you want to do?
I kind of did a lot of swapping of spells last time we leveled up.
Yeah, okay. No, he is in range of most things.
All right,
He's not
like
that far
60
away.
foot?
Definitely. Within 60 feet.
But the door's closing, so if I did something...
And there's a large entity, otherwise known as the Storm, filling the hole as the door's shut.
Telepathically, because the door's about to shut anyway, so if I throw something out there and like it fails, we can just hide behind this door. Should I attack lightning dude or book guy?
Can you ice the lightning dude? Like fire and ice?
I might have gotten rid of my ice powers recently, but I have this thing.
You're right. You never used them anyway.
Yeah.
Did you keep Gust?
I did not.
Wow.
I got rid of Gust.
I am going to make Gust so necessary from now on. There's going to be so many sailing adventures again.
Oh, that's not even funny. I have a thing that does psychic damage, and I was wondering if I should throw it at lightning dude or.
I don't see why not. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We die like go nuts.
Okay. I have a new cantrip called Mind Sliver, and I drive a disorientating spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature I can see within range, and that's 60 feet. They have to succeed on an intelligence saving throw or take 2d6 of psychic damage, and they subtract a 1d4 from their next saving throw.
Let's see how he goes. Got to be 15.
Sorry, quick question about one of my spells. I've absorbed elements.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. If he were to throw some lightning shit at me, could I absorb that and then I can save it for my own melee attack?
I believe that's essentially what you do, yeah. You don't get to just save everything. It's like you absorb it and
then use it straight away. But would he be affected by his own lightning?
Yes.
All right, let's do that. So you try your thing, and then my turn. I'm gonna be there waiting.
All right. So which one are you shooting at? Are you shooting at the Lord of Lightning or Daunus or the Wind?
Ooh.
All right, I think I'm gonna go with lightning because he's there.
All right.
And I'm not taking on a god.
Does seem like a lot of work.
So I'm just gonna stand right there. Actually, I'm gonna steady myself right next to you.
Okay.
And I don't know what absorb looks like.
Oh, ready in action.
I'm ready in action. Is that a thing?
Right.
Is that what I'm doing?
Yes, you can indeed.
But I'm like in the tiger pose for some reason.
Right. But the first thing is whether or not this thing manages to do its damage.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 16.
Yeah, so I don't. Yeah. It's intelligence saving throw.
Okay, you're right. It doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to go back to my corner.
Okay. So all those plants diminished.
But
the door has
he doesn't attack us. He just lets us be shut in.
Oh.
And you're
Shuts
standing
the
there
door.
like this.
Oh. I feel pretty foolish at this point. I'm in tiger pose. It's kind of just shut. I'm like, well, that was anticlimactic.
Okay.
So the door has shut.
Echo.
Yes, there is now
Just
an
one little
opportunity
finger flame that
for
lights
Echo.
up from Morrigan.
You're welcome.
Okay. Now, as those vault doors close, the pipes start making a light hissing noise around the room. As soon as the vault door goes, you hear a hissing noise, and you can see a faint purple mist being sprayed into the room.
Pretty.
Yes, that's what you think. You think that's probably fine.
Perception. I didn't roll any significant.
Well, good. Don't roll just yet.
Oh.
That's okay.
Investigation.
No, this is something I didn't expect this to happen straight away. But you did something that triggered something else to occur.
Oh,
no. Morrigan, once per long rest from now on.
Ooh.
Instead of making a perception check, you can instead call upon a vision. But it will cost you 1d10 points of psychic damage though. So as you start to make this perception check, you feel something inside, and it's up to you whether you want to let that occur.
Vision for 10 damage.
No, 1d10. You may end up with just one.
That's cute. Okay. And you're telling me this now because I have the opportunity to use it for the
Right now.
poison that's coming into the room.
I didn't say poison. I said purple mist.
Poison.
Poison.
This doesn't feel super significant though. Like I feel like
No,
once
dying
per
of
long
poison.
rest.
Yeah, dying of poison really isn't that big a deal.
I mean, fighting a god seems like a bigger deal. Yeah, I'll take a vision. Why not? Shiny and new. Let's try something shiny.
Let's see what happens.
The Shiny Happy People song is really in my head tonight.
Oh, sing it because I know the name, but I don't know the song.
Shiny Happy People. That was really
You started high and you had to keep going, didn't you?
Shiny Happy People. I don't know the words. Shiny Happy People. That's all I know.
You hear something, but it also, when I say visions, I mean it's inside your mind. You see two people trying to speak to you.
Hello, vision.
Hi, I'm Reagan, and I play Morrigan's Visions.
Hi, I'm Natalie, and I play Morrigan's Visions.
Hey, girls.
Can you hear me, child? I am your god. And yet, I feel uncomfortable with the term. Perhaps there's no word for what I am to you. Would mother suffice, I wonder? I have something here for you. Something left behind, but never lost. So please, young one, do not feel fear.
Fear not, Mother. I am not afraid, for I am with you again. Your world is unclear to me, but still, I feel your presence and I see the strings of time and consequence stretching like filaments of gold from you to each and every destiny. You did not fail me, Mother, and I will not fail you.
You are the cornerstone of our worlds now, and you shall have the protection of my light and your daughter's spear of gold.
Gold lines I see from your fingers' reach. Watch where they will lead. Follow with faith, not in gods, not in me, but what is made when one is three.
It's your daughter.
Yeah. Oh, my daughter in this world?
She's in your vision.
From the ocean world.
Oh,
That's
I thought it was like
cute.
2 Morrigans and surprises a third Morrigan, like as in, okay.
I just keep adding Morrigans, yeah. No.
Well, no, because of she's a golem, and I was like,
Yeah,
they've
it's
made another
possible.
one of her. Okay, I'm sorry, I misread that.
It's
And the daughter's dead.
Not exactly. The daughter is now part of that god from that previous time. You saved those people, and that's how the visions will now form. She saved your daughter, and they are still together.
Aww.
She sends you her visions.
But that wasn't a vision. That was just an explanation of my visions.
Because it's about to start. You've just got to let me find the part.
Okay, that's all right. I was just like...
It's about to, I was just...
Did I waste damage just to find out how they work? She's with me forever.
And you really loved her too.
I did. I really leaned into the mother role.
On this occasion, 3 gold lines extend from your hand.
Cool.
One goes straight from you to a section on the wall that appears otherwise blank or unmarked. The other 2 lines go through the girls before also ending up on different otherwise blank sections of the wall.
Cute.
That's what you see. They can't see that. You just see gold lines that stretch out from you and point to different points around the room, but also go through them. That's 1 becomes 3.
So like look into the distance of
Because you said the strings are past and blah.
Strings of past and blah?
I can't remember. She said something about I see the strings of your something blah
Strings
blah.
of the time. She sees the strings of, that's how she sees the world. She doesn't understand your world, but when she sees pieces of it, she can see connections between things.
Okay.
So from now on, when you are, I guess, stuck and wondering about your perception check, you've got this other option, but it could cost you.
Oh, it's like in video games where you like have the line that tells you where to go.
Yes, I stole this from Batman.
Oh,
from
cool.
Arkham Asylum. No, I actually made it up, but now I realise I've stolen it. So yes, some lines have formed. They've come out of the fingers. And
3 different blank spots on the wall.
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing there. Your visions are useless.
Where is the smoke in relation to these wall spaces?
The smoke appears to be coming out of different holes around the room. The pipes seem to come to different points around the room and just release this material. So it's all over the place. It's filling it from. It's not like it comes out of one place, but
I grab Kaa'Riin by the shoulders and lead her over to point 1 that I'm seeing, and I'm like, hang here for a second. And then I grab Freya and I put her at point 2, and then I go to point 3. And I'm like, can you guys just inspect that part of the wall for a second?
And I go, sure. I'll roll perception and check it out.
Cool.
and she says that precise sentence to you.
She's a big D&D like.
And Morrigan's like, that's a weird way to put it, but sure.
And Kaa'Riin's like, one day I'm going to teach you how to play D&D.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
D&D, you may have heard of it.
Yeah, but in Kaylee's world, you've got to go to an office block and do a job all day long. Just roll dice.
But my perception is 14 plus 2, so it's 16.
16. You can't see anything specific.
What the fuck? 16? What more do you want from me?
to listen to the rest of the sentence, usually. You can't see anything specific on this wall. It's a sandstone sort of finish, and there's absolutely nothing there that makes it seem like this is unique to anywhere else in the room. Anyone else want to roll?
Yeah, I'll roll investigation.
Oh, she's going to get in there and really check.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have rolled investigation.
3.
You do notice, without getting in too close, you do notice that it's sandstone. And that there should have been a comma in that sentence, but there wasn't.
Okay.
It feels like the texture. Ooh. All right. Sorry, before I do my thing, do I have to roll my damage?
Yes.
Yeah. Just keeping it honest.
Off to a rocking start.
7.
Wow, that hurts.
Yeah, but not as much as I was expecting because let's face it.
You had the potential of getting a 10, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so investigation?
Yeah.
Oh, Arcana?
Arcana would probably help you understand the purple mist a bit better.
Yes.
But I want to understand my vision.
Well, you can't. Roll Arcana.
Okay, I'm rolling Arcana.
Are we going to start tripping on this purple stuff? Like this snake
Purple
bites?
haze.
15.
Purple haze. Wait, is it?
Purple rain.
Well, now it's purple
But in
haze.
Kaylee, it was purple haze. The artist formerly known as Prance.
15 plus 5, 20.
Ooh, and it was Arcana.
Arcana.
You are well aware that this is not really meant to be a poison.
Oh.
It's a cleaning fluid. This place is a self-cleaning vault. Unfortunately, it will kill you, though. It just wasn't intended to do that in the first place. It's like most cleaning fluids. If you are smothered by them, you die.
That's unfortunate.
Is.
But
it's a well-recognized brand of cleaning. You're like, oh, I know this stuff. It is still magic. It is still magic.
Oh, come on. What's the brand?
Oh, it's called Purple Haze.
Okay.
There
Girls.
was a jingle. You might have already
We
heard
did
it.
the whole advert, Alana.
I have some good news, bad news for us.
Yeah.
So good news, I just had a vision.
Yes.
And I
Wow.
saw some 3 golden magical lines come out to point to these points of the wall.
Cool.
And
Bad
your,
news.
and your daughter's still hanging around. But anyway, I mean, that's good
I'm keeping
news.
that close to my heart.
Oh, okay.
So bad news, you guys didn't notice anything about the walls, so I'm not sure what the vision is telling me. And then the other bad news is the purple haze is actually purple haze. It's gonna kill us. It's cleaning product.
You'll die
So we're
clean.
gonna hallucinate and then die.
Well,
All right,
cleanliness is next to godliness.
So we'll die tripping.
Literally, in this
So-
situation.
Die tripping, which is, by the way, how we're all supposed to go.
Yeah. All right, so we probably need to get out.
Yeah, I am
Well,
going to
hold
inspect
on,
my
I
last
mean,
little bit of wall though.
These gold strings.
Oh.
Should we touch the wall where the gold strings are leading?
Oh,
us
like
to?
at the same time?
All at the
Yeah.
same time.
And hands.
All 3 of you touch the wall and look around at each other, awkwardly realizing that you've now been touching it for a while and still nothing is happening. But still
I shrug
touching.
and I'm like, all right, well,
We tried.
worth a shot.
We touch it with one finger.
There's a little.
And then say our names like in another episode.
Yeah.
Kaa'Riin. No. Okay.
No, still nothing. But the purple haze is getting closer.
Well, fuck. I took damage for nothing.
Well, the first thing you've done didn't work. And apparently, the first thing you're going to do is to touch
No,
the wall.
no, sorry. We looked, we touch, smell. We smell it.
I would not smell in this.
We lick it.
in this
Yeah, I was
room.
like, licking's next, right?
Yeah. Touch, smell, taste. Listen to it. What? We have no more senses. What do you want us to do?
I threw fire at the wall.
We hit it.
Our brains clearly don't work.
All right, we got. Well, I was going to say we got 2 out of 3 options there. One's throwing fire, one's hitting it, and one is brain isn't working.
Smack brain
So,
on the wall.
do you want to do that? Do you want to throw fire?
I would like to
Poking the
throw
wall.
fire at
Do you
my
wanna hit
little
it?
corner of wall.
Well, we need to. Are we trying to get out?
I know. I was following this gold string. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
We
get the
need to
gold-
get out. I think
All
we need
right.
to get out.
You fire it. I'm gonna fucking axe it, and you sneak attack it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 of you are attacking the wall. Do that, and one of you throw. Well, all 3 of you are really attacking the wall. I love that your second option is then let's attack the rock.
We tried to
Sandstone needs to
do
die.
the gentle thing, and it didn't work.
All right, throw fire first. See what happens.
I don't know. I have
Roll a dice.
cantrip.
You're attacking a wall.
Oh,
You're not
I'm
likely to
attacking it.
miss, but I want to see
I was
just in case something
warming
goes
it.
wrong.
I don't know. Okay, fine. Yep, that's fair.
Kaa'Riin, why don't you try and
Shit.
punch it,
I'm
kick
gonna
it?
rage out, axe it.
Oh, full rage.
Ew.
Okay.
I rolled an 8 + 7, 15 to hit.
15 to hit. It still dissipates on the wall, but it does leave a scorch mark.
Oh,
You hit it.
sorry.
The pipes make an awkward noise.
I was hoping they were like maintenance hatches.
Kaa'Riin, you raging against the wall. Rage against the machine.
10, 6, 16.
You smash into the rock and it does crumble, and you can see something behind it.
Oh! Well, I'm raging, so I hit it again. Or I just roll perception.
You could have looked at it first, but no, you hit it again.
No, I didn't. Roll again.
There is stuff behind it. I'm going to check what it is.
Perception!
Oh,
It's too late for that. Attacking the wall for no reason.
Come and
All
take
right.
mine.
You haven't looked at what it is. Let's roll another attack and see whether or not.
It's all right. Just come and take mine next and don't hit it twice.
I hit it, but I only got a 10, so there's no way.
Your second one,
Yeah.
+6.
I think we're in total. I was like, she's done the math.
This is the weirdest way to circumvent a puzzle that I've ever seen. So I'm randomly going to assign the 3 things that were behind each wall. And
each wall. Yes, my wall next.
Yeah, it gives up the idea, but that there are things. Obviously, if you smash the other 3 walls, stuff behind it, this will be interesting.
Because I think hitting it with my harvest staff is really going to have no impact.
Kaa'Riin, you seem to smash through a pipe, and there's some blue gas in that pipe, and it stops feeding through. It's feeding through the bottom of the room now, but you're really close to it. Doesn't seem to be too much of a problem.
That sounds fantastic. So we've got purple and blue swirling around.
You do. Everyone else, what would you like to do?
To a rainbow.
The blue is counteracting.
Oh, that's lovely.
The purple and dissipating it. So that's very good.
What else would you like to do without...
Well, I'm raging. I'm still going. I can have as many turns as I want, so I'm going to go smash Morrigan's wall.
I get out of the way.
All
Rude
right.
bitch! I'm smashing walls. Apparently I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Well, you said there were things behind the wall.
You move too. I'm smashing away.
All right, roll again on another wall.
We want to know what's behind there. There's things behind there.
There are.
That's an 18. Anyway, I smashed that wall.
Okay, it's smashed
Pink
open.
comes out.
You want to hit it a bit further, or are you going to stop this time and look at it before you
No,
hit
I'm
it?
going to look.
All right. Behind that one, there's another pipe, and you can see through it, and you can see red mist in that one.
I said pink.
And yet you were wrong.
I was pretty fucking close.
I don't know if you know this, but
You're
I'm
colourblind. You know what you're on about.
So yes, you see red behind that one, blue behind the other one.
Go again.
You're going to smash that one too.
19. I'm not even going to bother adding. I know I've got that.
Freya's
Smash
wall.
it away.
Oh, no, you're smashing the pipe or Freya's wall?
Jesus, Freya's wall.
Freya's wall.
Okay, well, because you already smashed the other one. There's blue stuff coming out. I was just wondering if you're going to smash the one with the
I'm
red
not going to
stuff.
lie. I did originally say I was going to smash through that pipe.
Well,
but everyone looked so shocked, so I was like, yeah, no, Freya's wall.
That was a very fortunate change. You smashed the one over near Freya as well, and this time there's a pipe, and while you can see that there's something moving behind it, it seems more clear.
Clear seems good.
Clear seems good.
I'm going to smash the clear.
Okay.
Is it oxygen?
I'm still raging. So 19. Let's just call it there.
Yeah, this doesn't seem to have major effect to the room. It just seems to be some more gas coming out of some sort. Doesn't seem to be the sort of thing that's causing any major problems. You now have a blue gas and a clear gas entering the room.
And a purple gas.
And the purple gas is now fading. It's becoming more red now as the blue gas no longer is connecting with it to make it purple.
I think that's great news. I think we can all agree.
Red and blue make purple.
Alana, that is not what I wanted you to take from this.
That was probably the simplest puzzle I've ever designed, and I didn't think about what would happen if there was a barbarian involved who just was, I smashed the entire puzzle. Had you smashed the other one, though, they would have mixed again, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but I didn't.
But there is red mist coming from the top, there is blue mist at the bottom. You probably have given yourself a bit more time. When they start to mix, you'll have more purple haze again. What would you like to do?
No, the clear is still going.
Clear's still there. That one is definitely breathable.
How big are these pipes? Can we just jump in the clear one and go for a...
No, they're quite small.
Should we try and attack
Small
the
enough
vault?
for Loot? Can he get out of here at least?
No, Loot's definitely have a good look to see if there's any way to get through there, but it's not a big path, no.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, why would your vision give us lines to something that was bad for us?
I wasn't necessarily bad for you. There was a way to do that without actually ending
Was
it.
there a valve and we could have...
Yeah, there are definitely valves. You could have turned them off.
Seriously?
Yeah, there are valves. The whole idea was that you'd have one each to look at, and you'd be able to decide which one made purple. Basically, it'd be like a kindergarten task. You go, kids, here's some blue, is yellow.
That's all right,
when you mix them
though.
together, what do you get? And you
Yeah.
guys went, well, you smash the pens.
Poison.
You snap the crayons.
That's all right, because we can turn the red one off and then they'll never mix.
Yes, so we're going to turn the red one off. Now that you've told us the answer.
Okay, you turn the red one off.
And now it's just blue.
Now you're still trapped in the vault.
Should we try and smash the vault while Kaa'Riin's raging?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Smash it, smash it, smash it, smash it. Okay, yep, they're doing it. We're going 17 plus 6, and I'm smashing where the clear one is.
All right, it makes a hell of a noise, but it does not budge.
Okay,
I
well,
thought
if
you were
I
going
can't-
for the door.
Oh, should I have gone for the door?
I don't know. The door's probably thick. I don't
I
know.
thought that's what you were doing. You were smashing through the door. What, were you just smashing through the edge of the vault?
No, I was smashing where it already smashed where the pipe was. I was trying to keep
Oh,
smashing.
okay. No, there was no way to get past the extra part of the vault. It's thick.
Thick boy.
Yes.
Sorry, I watched too much TikTok.
Thick boy.
I don't know. It feels like something you shouldn't search.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to search that.
I think I've merged that TikTok sound of
I just like-
fast as fuck boy with like the song about like where is this big guys.
There's no way we can make this better, is there? It's like-
It's fine.
Okay,
I'm going to think about this moment
context
for the next 20 years.
I'll hear this later.
I'm going to relive this moment for the next 20 years.
That's as bad as Let's Rock. Thick boy and Let's Rock. All right, so we've got some new shirts coming out.
Wait a minute. There's no way this is equal to the Let's Rock. This is far, far worse, and I can't believe I live in a world where someone can go, thick boy, and everyone goes, that's as bad as Let's Rock.
Oh, no.
Okay, we're going to go into player. What are we doing?
All right.
Hey, Volta Vasinor. Sorry about the scorch marks and the holes. Is there an exit? Is there another exit here?
All you're getting is these like, uncomfortable burst of noises. Again, that discordant cacophony, because I know I love that phrase. Just all sorts of pipes making noises that don't make sense. This thing is in pain.
Sorry.
Look for a thorn. We should have done it the
I think
fucking
we are
second
the
we got it.
thorns.
Not every one of my puzzles is going to be look for a thorn. I thought the last one was easy enough, and it was just make a colour. But
I think we are the thorns. We just put holes and burns into this thing.
Look, let us out. You'll be in pain no more.
it isn't responding to you. It's
Why are
not
you being this
responding.
way?
Oh, okay. So we got in here by putting a stone
soul.
with a hole, a stone with a soul in a hole. Is there another hole we can put Vinny in?
I guess you could investigate.
Investigate.
What are you investigating, ladies?
A hole.
Holes in walls.
Just looking for a hole.
But not the ones that Kaa'Riin made.
Aren't we all?
Only the thick boys.
Don't! My head went there and I stopped myself.
I didn't even look across at you because I didn't want to start there. I was like,
No. Don't say it. Oh, there we go.
evening ruined.
Yeah.
All right, no. So
Only the thick boys.
most of this episode is unusable. That's what I just want to make that clear. This is just us just going, can't use that, can't use that.
But see, this is the stuff that patrons would love.
Yeah, I really think you should cut all this and be like,
If you want to
bloopers and
hear
cuts.
the horrors
Yeah.
that I really have to deal with.
I've got to pee. Someone search for a hole.
Oh, God.
That's on a t-shirt.
To answer the question of like why we don't film show live recordings, it's like this is why.
This is 25 minutes of us going, we're completely lost, and then the KFC arrived. So,
Okay, investigation.
all right, what are you going to investigate?
The hole.
Holes.
There are no holes. You just decided there were holes by yelling out, find holes.
We're gonna find the hole in the door.
There are a few holes. They're the ones that Kaa'Riin just made by smashing holes in the wall.
No, not those holes.
What is it?
Hole in the vault.
So you're
Holes.
specifically
The door.
looking for holes in the
vault door.
Soul
All right.
holes.
There are no holes in the door.
Soul holes.
Roll as much as you want. There are no holes.
Okay, well, can I just do my funny though?
No soul holes. Go ahead and do your fun.
Okay, so I rolled a 2 + 2, which is 4. So I found my belly button.
But no soul holes.
It is a soul hole, to be fair.
But I got 17 plus 5.
When you're looking for the holes, you notice that the inside of the vault has a lever.
Oh.
Pull the lever, Kronk!
Pull. Yeah.
Every single time you do that.
I'm so sorry, I can't turn it off.
Are you kidding? I've never heard her say that once. This is the first time I've ever...
Oh, no, she did previously. Every time you mention a lever, she has to do it.
Can we do
hard-wired.
like what's it called? A collation? Collation?
Yes.
Someone's out there doing one of all the ones I've rolled.
I love that.
It's an hour-long episode right there.
I pulled the lever.
The door.
Lever.
Opens.
Lever or lever?
It's lever if we're talking Kronk. It's lever if I think we're talking Cory narration.
Okay. Pull the lever.
Okay.
Pull the lever.
The switch.
Who's
And
Kronk?
It opens because...
Oh my God! Where was your childhood?
I saw Cory's face just then.
She's still in her childhood. Could you give her a break?
I'm a wee baby.
I was just about to say that. She's just a weird baby.
Well, the good news is as soon as the door opens, you do hear someone down below going, "Oh, it's my wee baby!" Because there is Fanati looking up at you. There he is. Come to me, baby. He was never around when you were a child, by the way.
being weird.
He's only recently met you, but he's like, he's heard stories. I heard you were quite the cute little thing in your nappies.
That's a quite good accent, actually.
I'm sure someone will
It's
disagree.
a good sign he didn't die from the god guy.
I don't think
Sorry,
Fanati
quick
would be
question.
much of a threat.
Did someone pick up loot? I'm going to pick up loot. I'm picking up loot. Loot, come here.
He's half your size, and I mean, he's not a mouse. So he's
Are you serious?
Well, he's up to like at least a knee.
Are you fucking kidding me? This whole time I thought he was like a mouse.
No, that's because you actually met
Same.
Smudge. Smudge was a mouse.
He was on my shoulder, Luke.
Yeah, it would have been weighing you down at the time. You would have been like you had to have both legs on either side, like when you're carrying a child around on your back.
Whoops.
You can do that.
I don't,
That's
really?
doable.
You know, actually,
That's
now
why, and he
that you
said
say
to you,
that.
and now he said to you, a little awkward.
Because he's parrot size in my head.
Yeah, and also 43 years old. We've made that clear before.
Well,
No,
then why'd
he's
you give him
not.
the voice of a 6-year-old?
He's not 43. He just jokes that he is.
Okay, cool. So now I'm actually seeing him as a bilby.
Oh my god, bilbies are adorable.
Yeah, he's a bilby now.
He's a bilby now.
Right, people all over the world, look up bilbies. That's what we do at Easter. We eat bilbies.
We don't do bilbies.
Oh,
We don't
come
do
on.
we
Good
ignore.
chocolate.
Have you not seen those?
Chocolate bilbies?
Yeah.
At Easter.
Oh, okay, no, that's fine.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry. For people who suddenly wondered if we go and kill actual animals
That's
and eat
what
them at
I thought
Easter.
you were saying.
No, chocolate animals.
No,
What do you
just
do at
chocolate
Easter?
bilbies. And Jordan, oh my God, my blessed husband got me for Easter, not Christmas, a chocolate possum.
Oh.
Chocolate possum.
Nope, it
Chocolate
wasn't.
quokka.
Shut up. It was a chocolate. Don't shut up. I'm sorry. That is not what meant to come out.
A chocolate quokka, you can't shut any, but a chocker.
No, it was a
chocker.
chocolate platypus because they're endangered, and all the money that went from the platypus Easter egg thing went to platypus
Oh, he's a
endangerment.
good egg.
Or was it poisonous?
He's a good egg. It was, and then I died.
Okay.
My spirit is
Difficult times, but accurate. All right. What do you want to do?
Oh, jump to the door when we get loot.
Yeah, I'm picking up my bilby. Under my arm, though, like a heavy sack because he's apparently not a mouse.
I can walk, he says.
Oh, sorry.
It's
I
kind
put
of
him
rude to
back
just
down.
randomly pick people up and walk around with them.
Sorry, you didn't seem to be following, so I was
So
just
nobody
making a
asked me.
point.
I was just standing here waiting.
Sorry, that's absolutely not my problem. I just want you to know that Cooper in real life, when I take him somewhere, he does hold my hand. So
That is true.
I just wanted to point that out, and I'm sorry
to
for
be
bringing my real life experience into the game. I apologise.
But you don't pick him up. So
to be
he holds. He
fair-
says, "Please put me down," and then he puts his hand up so you can hold his hand.
Great. I'm like, sorry, that is us.
That makes sense.
To be fair, we do tend to forget people we're not directly like talking to or like holding on to, so that's fair.
Pretty consistently. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You now have loot and Fanati right here.
Like we've come out of the vault.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
It's no longer dragging people up inside. That's for sure.
And Grug is dead, Vampire's dead, so it's just Fanati, the two Storms, and Bald Book Dude.
Yes, and they seem to have mostly left. You can look down in the chamber and you can see that they're still falling through the chamber casually, and Dornus is rifling through one of the books.
Is there anything like a rock that I could just throw down there?
There are books everywhere.
Okay. Oh, I can't do it to a book.
That's why I said there are books everywhere.
Are there any political books in general? Any political books?
There are books that are political, but you probably don't know what... You were the political people. There are books about you.
Cool. I pick up a book about myself and I just hurl it down at Dornus's head.
All right. Give me a roll and see what you can do.
Okay, what?
D20.
Strength and...
No, you're getting nothing on this. I'm just going to say...
Oh, you're just making me
How
roll?
good are you at your book wizardry?
10.
Yeah, the book goes flying past him. It doesn't go anywhere near him. There are heaps more books. You can just keep lobbing them, but he's getting further away.
Yep.
Hey guys, have you heard of Goldbelly? It's this amazing site where they ship the most iconic, famous foods from restaurants across the country, anywhere, nationwide. I've never found a more perfect gift than food. Goldbelly ships Chicago deep dish pizza, New York bagels, Maine lobster rolls, and even Ina Garden's famous cakes. So, if you're looking for a gift for the food lover in your life, head to goldbelly.com and get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT. That's goldbelly.com, promo code GIFT.
How far away is he?
Well, this thing's now probably about...
Let's Misty step to him.
It's probably about 6 stories high, so even Misty stepping is too far, and he's almost at the bottom before it gets into the dark zone where you can't see how much further down it goes.
Is 60 feet too far?
Better fall
It's
down.
probably a bit further than that.
Hey, library, he doesn't have a library card.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I was really waiting
The
for something
vault
to
doesn't
happen.
answer you.
Yeah.
And the librarian, we haven't seen the librarian for a while.
Yeah, they got punished because of us.
The librarian jolted again, the souls within making space for yet another arrival. 2 in one day, they whispered, each voice providing the welcome expected of those longing for new stories to be told. The new strength that helped them cast aside the shackles that had bound them, and now they searched through tales of old for wisdom. A dish best served cold, said one. Silence is the real crime, said another. Let thy words be worth more than silence. I know nothing in the world that has as much power as a word. And then Kuzo's voice joined the fold. No, not one word. Many words, he said. His words. I can help us hear his words.
Yeah, I might further fall.
On your own?
Down to him.
We could go with you, but
we can all go together.
Could do that, but if you just leap over and say, see yous, bitches.
Just backwards too.
All right, let's all the feather fall.
Yay, we're going down.
All right.
And then I'm going to throw an acid splash when I get there.
When you get close enough?
Yeah.
The thing is, you're falling at about the same speed as he is.
Oh,
So you're
for
not
fuck's sake.
gaining speed.
Can we not feather fall
So
to
he's
start
feather falling
with?
too.
Yeah.
Can we not feather fall to start with, just to gain speed?
Yes, only
and then...
feather fall when we need to.
Yeah.
We're
All right.
base jumping at this
Okay.
point, darling.
Can we like hold hands and like dive head first?
Charlie's Angel style out of a plane.
Oh no, that's better. That's better. That's better. Yeah, I'm with you.
How many people can you feather fall?
There's 5 of us.
Yeah, it's 5.
Lucky. How many you've got? Now you've just got to convince Fanati and Loot to jump
I've
over the
probably
edge.
got Lute's
I
hand in
was-
my hand. Bernardi grabbed Lute's hand.
Was I the only one just thinking we were going to leave Fanardi and Loot there safe while we go fight a god?
No, I don't know why you thought that.
Okay, cool. We're taking the child with us. Let's
We're
do
going.
this.
Lute's a healer. We're going to kind of need him.
Yeah.
You and I can both
Also, he's
heal.
Cory's son. He ain't killing him. In fact, anything we do from now on, we just hold Lute in front of us. And Cory's going to have to figure out a way to not kill him.
All right. Luckily, lightning bolts don't always go in a straight line. So you're just jumping off the edge.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you saying as you jump off the edge? Sacrifice!
No.
That's my book, sir.
Let's go with that.
It's really?
So polite about it, too.
You had-
Sir,
You
I
chose
think you'll
that.
find.
You had Let's Rock and you chose
What was
that.
the Japanese? Excuse me? Let's Rock was an option this whole time.
Suicide.
But you could have gone with Let's Rock and instead was you've just gone with your...
What's a Charlie Angels
that
thing?
book
Let's
is
do a Charlie
overdue,
Angels
sir.
Let's lock and load.
Let's lock and load. Let's do that.
Well, we're not locking and loading anything.
Don't have anything lock and or load.
They just say a lot of sexy, sassy things, but let's just go. Come on. Come on.
The 3 of you stand there for a while trying to come up with something and finally one of you goes, let's just go. It's just not even worth it anymore.
I've looked up famous lines and none of them are like they're all very inappropriate.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. They're sassy.
Right,
Oh,
so-
excuse me, Mrs. Thick.
Yeah, thick boy.
Oh, my God.
She was like, let's go get this thick boy.
Don't refer to the parts I've got to kick out. I've got to cut that
Sorry.
loose.
I don't mind.
I'm cutting it out.
I can live with my shame.
Oh, then it's back in.
Yeah, we don't even care about our jobs. I care a little. Okay, but my mortgage is really high because the interest rates.
Yeah.
At this stage, we're just going to end up living here, recording.
Yeah.
All right, episode 4,000. Please, Jorgen, please join the Patreon. We just need some money. Just send nuggets.
I want to go home. Why are you to erase cars? What happened?
There's 7,000 Morrigans. He hasn't got another idea. Just keeps replicating them. All right, so what do you yell as you lead over?
Let's rock.
All right, so we look at each other. I look Morrigan dead in the eye just because I'm looking at her right now and I go, let's rock. And then she goes, but you never ask.
I love that you do my lines too. It's great.
Fanati just lets go of your hand. He's like, are you married to that phrase?
I say, I look at Bernardi, I'm like, sorry, let's rock. And he's like, oh!
All right, over you go. First floor, second floor,
many
third
floors?
floor.
Where is he? Perception.
Fourth floor.
Perception.
5th floor. Okay, you can do a perception check, but it's just showing that he's in the darkness now.
Freya,
6th floor. 7th floor.
You're going to have to feather balls at some point. Feather fall.
Into the... Oh, dear God. You
I thought it was like 60 floors down.
No, there was 8 floors, but it gets dark after
So
that.
that's very clear. We were all holding hands in a circle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
like
good.
one of those...
We're like a star spinning.
Yeah, okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
But very fast for a while there, and now you suddenly slow down, but it is dark down there. And you all land, unfortunately, because you can't see, you all land belly first, lying on the ground because you don't know where it is.
But gently.
Gently, calmly, and it's comfortable, but all 5 of you are now face down on the ground.
Oh, at least we're on the ground.
Yeah.
Prone.
And not hurt.
Yeah, that's good.
So I think the first thing I'm going to do is get up.
I agree with the getting upright, and I'm also going to throw a like light on by.
Yes.
Flame on.
Flame on.
Flame on.
All right. You can also see with your dark vision.
I have dark vision, but these girls don't.
But you can have a look around now, and you can see that this seems to be the bottom of the library, and you can now see Dornus.
Yep.
But only for a moment.
Oh.
Because he vanishes immediately.
Oh man, I was supposed to throw acid at him. That was the whole point.
You can launch the acid if you want to, but he vanishes for a reason.
I raised my hand over where he was, and I'm looking for the strings.
He was in a distance. You couldn't see him exactly where he was. He's out of your range. You can see
I was
him
trying
visually.
to be funny.
He's gone.
Follow.
We chase him because I can absorb elements and I'm ready to go.
I mean, again, this
We don't
feels
see where he
like
goes.
a good news, bad news situation. Good news, we did not just die facing a god. Bad
True.
news, our shit's gone.
Yeah. What's next on our list? Should we do something else?
Well, we needed
Should we
the-
mix it up.
Just, you know what? Let's just not
We
get
needed the
involved.
Journal of Elasaway, and we lost that.
Oh, no, we have to go get that. Sorry. The lost works of Elasaway has to be found.
Is there another copy in the library, maybe?
That copy exists because there's one other copy somewhere else. That other copy was turned to statue. So now
knew
this
that.
is the only copy left.
So we're going to chase him.
Or we go back and we statuefy me to release that book. Wasn't that an option?
It was.
Yeah. We can sacrifice me if you want that book now.
I don't fucking think so. Why would you say
Okay,
that?
I'm just...
No, it's going to chase Dornus.
We lure
What
my
kind of
evil half
sacrifice?
into the spot, make her a statue, read the book.
What, like you die?
And then we get rid of evil Morrigan in one hit too.
All right, let's go do that then.
We're not sacrificing you.
Lute is pulling your hand,
And I look down. I'm like, what's up, bub?
and he's dragging you over to the side.
Come with you.
It's a bit hard to see, but he uses his staff to light a bit further the room.
Oh, he's got the little staff.
He does.
I got
His little
goosebumps.
staff.
That's so cute.
He walks over and can see something on the ground. It's barely moving. It's quite large, but very damaged. Lute looks around a little bit and he says, "Do you think they're gone?" And when he realizes they're gone, he starts using his staff and he starts to heal whatever it is on the ground.
Is it the librarian?
Oh no, is it Butch? Harkon?
It is
Darkon.
Darkon. It is Darkon. And he was...
What a twist.
He was nearly dead.
Oh, damn.
But his healing powers are pretty good.
They now?
They, yes, they are. Yeah, he. Well, they were both he's before,
So
so,
I
they
guess,
can
yeah.
stay he, but they can also be they, and they do certainly seem to be more recently regarding each other as one person.
Love it. Because they're in love. And now they're one.
That's an interesting perspective and quite possible.
I'm into it.
But he is not looking great.
But he's healed, so I give
But
him some...
he was looking close to dead.
Yeah, so I'm going to give him some berries and help him out.
Okay, you and your mastications.
Well, he's half dead. He's going to need some help.
And
He's certainly in a position where he could talk to you if you wanted to.
Oh, he can't because he's being masticated.
He's got a mouthful of berries.
So I have Gucci buried. Good
Yep.
berries?
Just good berries. I don't think Gucci berry.
I'm good berry. I put him down his mouth. I chomp, 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 and ease them down the throat.
Yeah, most of the work was done by
And I'm like,
Lute. Yep, no, Lute's still like, I was the hero here, but it's okay. I used this
And I'm
stuff.
like, you kept him alive, but I'm bringing him to life.
In fairness, Lute used most of the power in that staff to keep him alive.
And I used all 10 of my berries.
Mostly the stuff.
Okay, the berries are pretty delicious, but all right.
And then, thousands of miles away, deep beneath a mountain range, a mouse fell to the ground. Moments before, and again, thousands of miles away, Thyne's loving wife, having waited for days, wondered, now that Smudge had surely cured the dying, why she should wait any longer. And so she didn't. But Stocker was indeed still feeding his waning strength to Thassa, so that she could maintain her thin grasp upon the almost frozen time. So weakened by this was he, that just one more body, just one more soul, was enough to end his healing embrace. He collapsed in terrible fear that he had not done enough. It took only moments before Thassa did the same, and time roared back into action. For all but one, because in the eyes of the mouse, time seemed reluctant. Perhaps it was because the bottle that he had held so dear for so long was now falling through the air, twisting and tumbling like a diver turning towards the sea. The bottle collided with solid ground, but no glass shattered. The liquid within splashed and sloshed, but the cork did not give way. And then the mouse called Smudge became the hero that all of us are born to be. He swept the bottle up in tiny hands and ran through swinging swords, dodged feral fangs, and slid before the god of time. He poured the liquid upon her, hoping time was not truly lost, and watched as the snail's strength quickly returned. And now the battle turned. Thassa held time for some, sped it up for others, and the assassins moved like wisps of wind, slicing the still bodies of the horde into insignificance. When only the great spider beast remained, the assassins stood as one, a wall around the gods, and not one had fallen. Not one. But it was Thassa who suddenly felt loss. Not of her husband, though, whose gasping body still held safe the children of the night. Certainly not of her powers, which continued to return, but of her own lost child, whose presence flowed through her, felt from thousands of miles away, but now, oh, so close.
Can I just ask a clarifying question?
Yeah.
Can anyone?
I don't know why I said yeah. Like I can't tell you.
Does anyone remember why we needed the Diary of Elasaway?
Oh God.
No.
Absolutely fucking not.
No,
a memory told me.
Yeah,
a vision
memory told you.
me. A memory told me. The lost works of Elasaway. That's what I'm remembering.
Oh!
Definitely there's information inside. If you knew what it was, you probably wouldn't
And
need
we
it.
need it for the souls.
Yes.
Well, you got some information about the souls.
Oh, the snails.
The snails.
They knew about it.
Maybe there was stuff in there.
And
Yeah.
Elasaway was my dad's side piece.
This part we've known for quite some time.
To be fair,
You
we
do keep
play
bringing
once
that
a
part
month.
up. You keep bringing that part up a lot. You're like each session, and I just want to point out, my dad was doing okay.
Stud.
Two great loves.
Okay, so we're gonna ask Darkon.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, the first thing he says is, "Did you see where he went?"
No, we missed him. Now, did he do this?
No, but about us now.
I just want to point out that had you at least looked over there for a second, you might have seen where he went, because he went through a portal.
Well, we didn't, did we?
You said he disappeared.
Freya took
That's
over
how you
and
go
said,
through a portal.
It's gone now.
He went to a portal. So,
And as Freya knows, when you go through a portal, you can see the place you're going to, because you've been through one before.
so I might go over to the portal and have a quick look.
Yeah, you can see it cycling through other locations, which is also something that's done in your past. You know that it shows you all the places you can go to, and you've got to wait for the right one to come up before you can jump in there.
So how do I know which one he went to?
If you'd been there when he'd been going through, you would have seen where he went.
I did say I'll go over there, but then you said he's gone. So
Yeah,
so
well, when you
not
looked
me.
over, you saw a light red glow. It would be about the best you got out of it.
Okay, so I'm going to stand here and wait for a light red glow.
It's cycling through a large amount of places, so it'll be
I've
a
got
while.
time.
Nothing but time. You can see some of the places you've been through to before. In fact, you can see places that you've grown up in. Kaa'Riin, for example.
Yeah.
You see, strangely, you can see from the top of the fortress of the Orchestral Sands. That's not where the
portal is.
once was, but it's been moved apparently. But you can at least tell from the top there that's the fortress. Yeah. Other places you don't recognise. You do see Indy.
That's my place.
Yep. Is it red?
No.
Do I see the elves?
You can see a couple of different places. Yeah, Indy is one of the places where the elves live, but you do see other places, but you haven't been to those.
I think we're going to go there.
It's very Bogan. Inya. It's kind of how it sounds.
Yeah, Nora. I'm going to run back over to Darkon. Did you see where they went?
He asked you where they went. Why would he leave with, did you see where they went? I just want to clarify because I also saw that.
To the red planet.
So did he do this to you, Darkon?
Well, it was mostly the storms, he says.
Yeah, those things are badass.
Yes, especially when they chain you down first. If it wasn't for loot, I wouldn't have survived.
That's not a fair fight.
But every time loot healed me, they punished me further.
Oh.
They thought that was a way of drawing you closer, and it looks like it worked.
To be honest, we did not know you were here. No, we did. We were coming here to meet you. Scratch that. We were coming here to meet him.
You forgot that I was here.
No, I didn't forget
We
you were
did.
here. I just expected that you would have moved on.
I wanted to move on, but unfortunately, he was hopefully getting to the Justicars, if I remember correctly. He wanted to come through here, meet you, and then move to the Justicars and interrupt the vote, which has probably now taken place.
So how did you go interrupting the Justicars?
I only got this far.
That sucks, dude. I'm so sorry.
There's a fairly good chance
We've missed the
that the
vote.
armies are marching towards oblivion.
Oh, shit.
This story needs to pause. We can't get there quick enough. Where's the time god when you need them?
All right, so you feeling better?
Yes, thanks. Now,
Where have you been?
what's the plan?
What have you been doing?
Being tortured. You?
The whole time?
Most of it, yes.
So we found Freya's homeland, and that was kind of interesting because they all hated her. But
Yeah.
Minty Bitch has been killed.
We killed her.
What's a minty
Someone
bitch?
killed her. Oh,
My doppelganger who stole my identity, that mole.
Yes, of course.
Daughter of fucking K-Man.
Kashan.
Sure.
Caradrol.
Caradrol. I almost got married.
Congratulations.
Recently?
We saw my mum as well. Oh,
oh,
God.
and your dad.
Oh, my dad's chained up. Holy
Okay.
dooly.
Oh, we competed in a tournament, like a Mario Kart tournament.
Okay.
That was fun.
I don't know what Mario Kart is.
Oh, and then we're in a vault.
That was today.
Oh, we got Vinny out of Freya.
Oh, yeah.
What's a Vinny?
Here's a door.
Extra
Okay.
souls.
Great.
Souls plural?
Oh, I didn't mean souls. I just meant like
Our souls.
Vinny and my soul and the whole thing. Like, I've had this mix of shit in me.
Did you feel like your soul was getting pulled into the stone too?
No, it's like, I guess I have a soul. And then Vinny has a soul.
So
then
do you
we're saying,
still have your soul or not?
Yeah, I'm here.
I look over at Kaa'Riin and we nod. And I pull out my little notepad from my fanny pack and I'm like, yes.
Oh, the notepad.
Okay.
I remember the notepad we had to call to each other because this bitch was lying.
a D6 hit of damage.
You don't actually, because you tried to hide things.
Oh.
Yes. However,
I'm not very well.
There's
so
always
you
a
can
however.
roll a D6
no, it's a D20. Can you roll me a D20? But at disadvantage.
I got 19 and 7, so let's take the 7.
Dear audience, I have just handed Indy a piece of paper outlining what is happening to her. So we've edited this bit in so that you know what is happening, but Stacey and Alana are still unaware.
All right, it says, I am now permanently at 1 level of exhaustion, which means all ability checks are at disadvantage. I can choose to ignore this, but each time I do so, the death god, Belloc, will become stronger and possibly overcome me. Cory will be marking down when this happens and how many times this can happen.
Now, this time, none of the girls are hearing this, just you. The number of times Freya can ignore her exhaustion before being overwhelmed is 5. There's good news. Your sword feels like it's strong for a moment, as if it got a little bit of power back for a second.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I play the Sword of Deception. I tried. Freya, I tried. But she is too much. Whatever strength I have, she overwhelms. I held her back, I swear, but I cannot fight her any longer. She's beyond me. I'm sorry. I am.
Choice Hotels get you more for your money so you can maximize any road trip. Like with the road trippers we see here in their natural habitat, the breakfast area at a Comfort Inn. Here's a dad teaching his son how to make waffles, fluffy golden waffles. There's a mom making sure her daughter eats some fruit to avoid the I'm hungry from the back seat. And a sibling standoff over the last muffin. This is the cycle of vacation maximizationing in all its glory. Check into more. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Ladies, can you give me a quick perception check as you notice something about Freya?
Is it more hair loss?
Well, that's what the perception check is for.
18 plus my perception, which is, if I drag out long enough, 2. An unnatural 20.
You might as well not ask. It's a 1.
It's a 3.
Seriously?
It's a 1 plus.
Morgan rolled.
What's my perception, people?
0.
Oh,
Say it with me. Kaa'Riin, you notice that Freya looks pale, and you do see some hair fall away from her head. She's not bald yet by any means. She's still got a fair bit of hair, but you know it's thinning. And she looks a little bit hunched. Morrigan, you don't notice a thing. In
I
fact,
found some lint in my belly button.
You did, and you thought, geez, I like the way Freya's looking right now. She's looking a bit powerful, badass.
Oh, have you got the flu?
Yeah.
Are you serious? She's got the flu. Have you got the flu?
I'm clammy.
Have you got...
You're like, she's so shiny. It's like, shiny and clammy are not the same thing.
Yeah, shiny, clammy people. It's a play on shiny, happy people.
Well, in this place, shiny, clammy people became a hit. Who did that one again? REM.
Yep.
Yeah? So in this world, they were MER. Because
Mer.
nothing fits.
Or ER.
Mer were a big band.
Emmer.
Big band. Yes, you do think that one of you thinks that she's looking sicker, and the other one thinks she's looking great.
Just glowing.
I love a glow.
Are you pregnant? You're glowing.
Yeah, I love
Oh my God.
And then she just pops a pregnant belly back on again.
So Darkon does notice this very long, strange silence between you all, and then he asks, so where have you been again?
Oh, thank God.
Okay, I think we've answered where we've been. What?
Got the soul out of Freya.
But you say you killed the one who was pretending to be you?
Yes, I did.
So you're
Correct.
now the Justicar of the Fortress of the Orchestral Sands, of
well,
your people.
I don't think they like me that much because they're a bit hesitant.
Doesn't make you not a Justicar.
That's right. You do still have the vote.
Okay, now we're talking. Okay, but Mintivich, I think, is on the return because I think, what's his name? Caradril's like putting it back together in some evil wonderland where he puts all his wives in statues.
Oh.
And uses their souls because I think your mum's in trouble.
Yeah, and I think he's like gonna use the souls to like, I don't know,
Make another Minty.
Yeah.
Which would mean you don't have the vote.
Well, I don't know if she's alive yet, so currently maybe. I don't know. It's all fun and games.
Kaa'Riin, have you found your people?
Yep. Everything's good.
Then you still have the vote?
100%. Don't you worry about it.
He looks at you like he's instantly worried.
You know me. Come on. Everything's fine. I got the vote.
Roll deception.
Am I still raging? Does that count?
Angrily deceive him.
Yeah, it's 3, so don't worry. It doesn't matter what I add to that. It's not going to work.
You've lied to me many times, Kaa'Riin. And you've never managed to do it well.
Have I found my people? I met my lying, cheating husband, Sakosh. Is that what you want to fucking hear?
He moves on really quickly.
And my bear people?
Because they all turned into bears.
Not all of them.
Nope. No?
No,
Don't I have
the
my
souls in the mountain.
Oh, shit. Yep, I met them.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Now, it was hard to understand because they're like, but what it sounded like was, you got a little vote.
She said she's got the
So
vote.
it's just you, Morrigan, and probably the other two.
No, I'm a sure thing.
And I'm definitely not a sure thing because my evil half is totally in charge at the moment.
What have you achieved?
We got to the library.
Got the soul out of Freya.
That was not a quest.
It was a quest. We cured snail gods. We got to the library. We got Vinny out of Freya. We got the Diary of Elasaway, and then we lost the Diary of Elasaway. So now it's
You lost the diary already.
Well, no, it's all good. We have a plan about the Diary of Elasaway.
He just took it. Why is it so important?
Don't
Anyway.
stress your beautiful little face.
He does seem to stay stressed. Behind you, Fanati has noticed something on the ground, and he looks like he's dusting things off. It's difficult because there's so much shadow, but he says, "Look at this! Look at this!" And there's a map on the floor in the tiles. The whole floor is a map of Kaa'Riin, and you can see on that map the different places that all have portals.
All right, I'm gonna
Careful, guys. We've touched maps before.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my iPhone out at this point and take a photo.
Yep, no iPhone.
I get my little book out and start drawing the map.
Oh, that also works.
You've still got Dark on there if you want to ask questions or if you want to plan out things. But at this stage, ladies, it's up to you where you want to go next in this story.
Dark on.
Yes. You notice that he just sounds like a kind of between voice. He no longer sounds like one or the other.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, I tell you who got Darkon, I know that you and I possibly had like this thing going on, but there's something I need to... Okay, that's your pain talking. But...
Even through the pain, I can remember things quite clearly.
Okay, look.
Dutch says you wrestled occasionally.
Yeah, we did.
Actual wrestling.
Yeah, huh?
He has a trophy.
He does.
For victory, not for... Anyway.
That's right. He was victorious over me, I'll tell you that much.
What else?
Okay, so I'm sorry, but I've moved on. I met this ghost knight.
What did you meet?
I met a god of a man.
There's absolutely no jealousy from Darkon in that moment.
And I look at him and I say, one doth protest too much.
There's no protesting. He's silent.
And I'm like, your pain is searing
You met
through
a ghost
me.
god.
I'm going to need you to
just tell me about the ghost god.
I'm trying to.
Was it God?
but
I didn't
you-
understand. Was it?
I met a ghost knight.
Okay.
Who had the hot for me. Hardcore.
Possibly.
Okay, that's the jealousy talking.
It's hard to know. You lie about things a lot.
Don't lie about this because he gave me his number, but he also sent me to find Crujian. And I think you and I both know who Crujian is.
Why would he send you to see him?
To get the gauntlet to control the army. I paused for effect there. Not because I was kind of holding back a burp.
In the pause, Darkon does actually start to smile on his big lion head.
Yes.
You also notice when you look at him that his feathers haven't all fully returned after he was healed. He's still looking
he's
pretty
also
damaged.
balding.
There's a little smile at the side of his face, I guess, and these big teeth stick out the side. He laughs a little bit. He says, well, if that's what you're going to do, it might be a good idea not to mention my name.
Ooh! Ooh!
He says, he won't talk to me, but anyway, you need to...
Why is that Darkon?
Scorned lover?
No, not exactly.
Oh Tell me more, Darkon.
Not him.
Who?
Look.
Bitch, whom?
There are other things you need to worry about
No,
right
this
now.
is a pressing matter.
She's absolutely right.
Whatever you do not ask him about
Spill
it.
the tea!
You need to go and find Crujian
Well, I'm not doing it until you tell me why. I could be walking into anything without you telling me.
to get the gauntlet.
Yeah, but
I'm not interested in the gauntlet without the tea.
Just
Who'd you have some hanky-panky with?
don't mention his wife.
Oh, you
did
slut!
it!
You did his wife! You
No.
home wrecker!
No, I didn't.
I'm trying on
I
Darkon
didn't do
fucked
anything. but he-
Crujian's wife.
No.
Writing it down. It's canon.
First of all, it was Harkon, and no, he didn't. It's just that Crujian thinks he did. But he
did.
She's quite
he
a
did.
wonderful woman. She's very powerful. Her name is Laron. Must be at least 40 years since I've seen them.
You'll see her later on.
I'm going to get there and there's going to be a kid that looks just like
Well, they were hoping to have children. I hope they were successful. I hope they managed to.
Yeah, I heard they had their
things
kid 40
together.
years ago.
Anyway, they were good people, and it was a difficult time. He isn't always at full capacity.
Well, it's hard to raise a child that's not yours.
He looks at you awkwardly for a minute, and you can actually see he gets a little upset, but also angry. If you've never seen him do that before, this touches a nerve a bit further down. Whatever you do not mention it. If he wants to help you, you need.
I'm going to mention
He's
it.
one of the most powerful people on Kaa'Riin.
I will stop her from mentioning it.
I've just drawn a cup of tea. Yes. To spill when I get there.
And put later on there. Later on.
He also says he also says when he points out that he sits on Kaa'Riin, he's not actually on Kaa'Riin. He's on an island off the side of Kaa'Riin.
Oh, more boats.
Actually, there are no boats. You won't get a boat there.
Oh, we know someone with a submarine.
Yeah.
You won't get through water to get there.
Okay, never mind. Portal?
Lava.
Look, I know this.
Yo, this is where we get a dragon. Oh, we're getting a dragon.
Yeah, because I'm not going to lie. No, because Cory, listen to me, listen to her, listen to Morrigan.
Dragons make sense.
There's just 3 girls, a
Dragon and a
dragon.
handful of dice.
Where the fuck is our dragon? I have the handful of dice.
Not
I've
getting
got
a
my
dragon.
girls.
No dragons.
Then why is it in the song?
He's just because I'm the dragon. Anyway, and being the dragon right now, I'm dragging us back into the story for a second. You're welcome, pun intended.
Dragon.
There's your dragon.
We're not playing
all right?
until we get our gossip and our dragon.
Yeah, there's the dragon. There's the wagon you were dragon. And now he's pointing out that the only way to get there is to go to Gressop's markets and find some travel arrangements from there.
Wait, where's our Book of Elasaway?
We lost
It's up to you where you go next.
Follow him. Did he go to the markets?
Well, you don't know exactly where he went. He may have. He went wherever the portal can go. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to figure out where you'd like to go. And before you leave tonight, you have to tell me, because that's where our next episode will be.
Okay.
Because that is the end of this episode.
Are you sure?
I'm very certain.
We did not get through everything we need to get through because we barely started.
I know. That's pretty much how you do things.
Okay, I have a list to guide this discussion.
Okay, good. Let's go.
Don't worry about them. I'm sure they'll be fine. It's just a sudden ending. It happens all the time. So maybe there's danger or just a clever line. But don't worry about them. I'm sure they'll be fine. Right?
One more thing before we go. This episode, or this series of episodes in the library, were very special. They discuss sacrifice, they discuss loss, and a lot of things like that. One of the things we did was we asked some of our supporters if they would be interested in sharing some of the stories about the ones they've loved and lost over their lifetimes, and many people did. And we asked if it would be okay if we gave all of our books, all the authors' names to those people, or the other way around, I guess. So all the authors in our story were the loved ones of people who listen to this show, and we want to thank you for that. It meant a great deal. I loved reading through the stories. They sent little stories about all the people, and I felt so privileged to have that.
That's really special.
Yeah. It meant a lot to me. This episode represented a lot of people I've lost in the last couple of years as well, and I wanted to, in some way, share them. I would have loved them to have been characters in my story, but they were unfortunately gone before that time came. So thank you again to all those people. It really did mean a lot.
Yeah, that's really special. It's a really nice way to eternalize the memory of someone through story sharing. Like, it's what we do, right? That's what we do as humans. We share stories, and they're now a part of ours. No,
yeah.
That's really beautiful.
It really did mean a lot. Thank you.
Thanks.